chapter which we have discussed in our previous video in value education. Chapter number 1, Admire God. So in the previous video we have discovered the reasons to admire God. And what are the reasons? The reasons were the gifts of God, the gifts which we had given to us. So in return we need to respect God, love God and admire God for the wonderful gifts which He had given to us, like the mountains, the oceans, the sky, the flowers, birds, animals. All these are the creations of God. So for these creations, for this lovely nature, we need to admire God. So there is a beautiful story given in your book. You can open page number 10. I am going to read this story and then I am going to explain you all, paragraph wise. So please follow while I will be reading, because I will be reading and explaining at the same time. So here I go. Children, you should always keep God in your heart and mind. You should always show your love and respect towards God. God by means of prayers. So, why you need to respect God? I have already told you we need to respect God because God has done so much for you all. And we need to keep God in our heart and mind. Though we cannot see God, but we can see and we can feel His presence inside us and the things He had made for us which are there around us. So we can feel His presence. Whose presence? God's presence. Yes. So you should always show your love and respect towards God for what He had done for us. So yes, the story name is The Sweetness of Devotion. So there is a story given in the book. The name of the story is The Sweetness of Devotion. So I am going to read now. There was a king who was fond of music. One day he heard about a priest of a temple. His minister said that the priest sang bhajans at the temple and was perhaps the best singer in the kingdom. The king ordered for the priest's performance at the court. So in this paragraph you see that this story is about a king. So there was a king who was fond of music. Fond of music means the king used to love hear music. The king used to love hearing music. So he was very fond of music. One day he heard about a priest of a temple who can sing bhajans at the temple. So one day he just got to hear from somebody, the king got to hear from somebody that there was one priest of the temple. Who is priest? The one who looks after the church or the temple is called priest. So there was one priest who can sing bhajans, who is a very good singer, who used to sing bhajans at the temple. So the king got to know that priest was the best singer, the best singer in his kingdom. So he just thought, okay, I should call that priest and hear bhajans from him. So he ordered somebody that please call that priest at my court, in my kingdom, to sing bhajans for me. So who called that priest? The king of the court called the priest to sing bhajans for him. Now we move further. The priest came to the court and sang various songs in the praise of the king and the kingdom. After the performance, the king gave him gold coins and other gifts. After the priest went away, the king said to the minister, I did not like his songs too much. He was an average singer. The minister replied, Your Majesty, please come with me to the temple where he sings the bhajans. His voice will surely impress you. The king agreed. They reached the temple and stood at a place where nobody else could see them. So in this paragraph you see that now the king called the priest. So the priest came to the court of the king. He came and sang various songs in the praise of king. He was singing songs to praise the king, not the other people but only the king. So he sang songs for the king and for the kingdom. After his performance, when he was going back, when he was returning back to his temple, the king gave him some gold coins. The king gave him some gold coins and other gifts. Why he gave him? Because since he came and sang for king and the kingdom, so in return he had given him some gifts and some gold coins. But he called the minister. The king called the minister and said, though he came and sang songs, but I did not like his songs that much, so I am not that impressed. I don't know why you people say that he singer in this kingdom, but I did not like his songs that much. So what does minister reply? The minister replied that king, your majesty, we call your majesty to king. So he said, your majesty, you should come with me to the temple and hear him singing there. He sings bhajans at the temple, so you come with me and we'll see how the priest sings bhajans at the temple, because his bhajans are very, very pure and very melodious. So he is actually a better singer, so you should come along with me. So the minister took the king along with him to the temple. Which temple? Where the priests sing bhajans. And they changed to their get-ups, and so that nobody could recognize him, because the king was a powerful personality, right? So he wanted that nobody should see him, so they went there to see priests singing bhajans at the temple. So they were quietly looking at him from far away, so that nobody could see him, the king. Now we'll see what happens next. The priest started singing the bhajans. He sang excellently. The king was really impressed. He was so fascinated that he stood there for 2 hours. Yes, after the performance, the king went to the priest and said, "You sing so well, but why didn't you sing so good at the court?" So in this paragraph you see the king and his minister, they were watching the priest from far away, and when they were listening to his songs, they were the king especially, the king was very fascinated. The fascinated means he was very attracted, yes, because his songs were so melodious. The priest's songs were so melodious that the king could not believe that this is the same priest who sang at the court, because at the court he was not singing that well, but here his singing is so melodious. In the temple he was singing so melodious song. So the king got very attracted towards the priest. Okay, and he stood there for 2 hours. Yes, 2 hours standing there and watching him, because he was so impressed. So he was watching him singing like that. Then he went there. After hearing his songs, then the king went to the priest and asked him, "You sing so well, then why didn't you sing like this at the court when you came there? Why didn't you sing like that? You didn't sing so well at the court, but in the temple you are singing so well." So now we'll see what answer the priest gave to the king. At this, the priest folded his hands and said, "Your Majesty, when I closed my eyes at the court, your image appeared in my mind. So I sang for you. When I close my eyes at the temple, God's image appears in my mind. So I sing for him." The king bowed to the priest and said, "This is all because of your devotion. God sweetens your voice at the temple. I am proud of you." So in this paragraph you see, when the king asked the priest that why didn't you sing so well at the court like you are singing here in the temple. So to this question, the priest answered that when I was there at your court, when I closed my eyes, so your court's image came in front of my eyes. Your kingdom image came in front of my eyes. So I was singing according to that. But when I sing in the temple, when I close my eyes, whose image comes? Whose image appears in front of him? God's image appears in front of him. So he sings for God. Then he was singing for the king, the court, the kingdom. But here he sings for God, because the image of God appears in front of his eyes when he closes his eyes. That means he is so much devoted towards God. His devotion can actually be seen. So when he answered this to the king got really impressed. Impressed by what? Impressed by his devotion. Whose devotion? The priest's devotion towards God. That he was so much devoted towards God, that he was fully devoted towards God, not the king, not the court, and not the kingdom, but he was devoted towards God. That's why his singing was so beautiful. His singing was so melodious, because he was singing for whom? He was singing for God. Yes. So the king bowed to the priest and said, "This is all because of your devotion. God sweetens your voice." Just because you are so much devoted towards God, so who sweetens your voice? Who makes your voice melodious? God makes your voice melodious. Earlier you were singing for me and my court, so I could not do anything, right? The king could not do anything for sweetening his voice, to sweeten his voice. But when he was singing for God, who was helping him out? devotion was so pure, so good that God was making his voice sounds melodious. So yes, he said, I am proud of you. So the king got very impressed. So yes, this was the story. So now we have understood how we can admire God. Like the priest admired God, the priest's devotion showed us that how we should admire God. We should also admire God just like the priest. We should also be devoted towards God just like the priest. The priest was fully devoted towards God because he loves God. He admires God. So in the same way, we should also admire God and respect God and love God for what he does for us and for what he did for us already. So always be thankful to God and always praise God in many ways. So yes, that's all for today. The question answers and the exercises I'll give in the PDF form so you can copy from there. So yes, that's all for today. This was a story. Please learn the thoughts which are given there in ponder and practice. There are 2 thoughts given there. So you can learn these 2 thoughts. And other question answers and exercises I'll give in the video or in the PDF. So yes, that's all for today. Thank you.